know the term designated driver. It's part of our culture, and the concept has saved countless lives. But did you know it began right here 30 years ago? And by right here, I mean Massachusetts and WBZ, born out of a tragedy that had a profound impact on our family. It was early one Sunday morning in November of 1985. A horrible scene. Cars crumpled and twisted. The crash caused by a drunk driver that left WBZ reporter Dennis Kauf barely clinging to life. His wife, Paula Childs, who had also reported for Channel 4, was injured as well. A few days later, Kauf died.
There wouldn't have been a designated driver campaign were it not for the tragic death at the hands of a drunk driver, the death of Dennis Kauf.
After learning about Kauf's death, Dr. Jay Winston, who was at Harvard Center for Health Communication, had an idea. What if he could convince local media, and even Hollywood, to use their programming clout to reduce drunk driving?
I said, this is a target of opportunity.
He started working with WBZ on the designated driver concept.
Why not take your turn and be a designated driver?
That's me. I've got the key.
WBZ created public service announcements.
Be a designated driver the next time you go out with friends.
And recruited celebrities to join the campaign. Editorials spelled out the high stakes.
Take a look around the table and decide whose turn is it to skip drinking alcohol for the evening. Someone who will also drive the group home.
The concept caught on within Massachusetts, and that was the proof of concept for us.
Winston took the campaign national in 1988. Soon, primetime television worked the message into shows.
I was the designated driver anyway. It's funny, I thought I'd be driving someone home because they drank like a fish and I got hit by one.
The message appeared in comics and was enshrined in the dictionary. The concept became part of the culture.
We came along with the designated driver concept, and 4 years later, a majority of Americans told pollsters that they had served as a designated driver or been driven home by one, and fatalities had dropped by a whopping 25%.
And 30 years later, Dr. Winston is still at work at Harvard. His next goal, he says, is using media to reduce distracted driving. It's the type of concept that you sort of always thought was there, and you don't realize that this great idea by this one individual born out of a terrible tragedy has affected so many people.
Really, he's a hero. Yeah. I mean, we'll never know how many lives that he saved with that, and hopefully the distracted driver one will take off too.
Seems like a good idea.